Hello, my loves. I was in the mood to do a Rihanna ranking. I don't think I've done one in a while. I think the only other one I did was Loud. And I don't know why. I was just feeling Talk That Talk this week. I don't know why. It's like not even one of my favorite Rihanna albums, but I like it. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I come back to it a lot. And this week, I was just sort of listening to a lot of the tracks. I was like, you know what? Let's do a ranking. I enjoyed this album a lot. Again, not one of my favorite Rihanna albums, but definitely one I like to talk about. So I'm just going to be ranking all the songs from my least personal favorites to my personal favorites. So let's just get right into it. Number 14 is Fool in Love. This one I listened to the least, I'm not going to lie. I think it's maybe just a little too slow. I don't necessarily think it builds enough and like comes to a satisfying conclusion, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like I wanted it to be grander, I wanted it to be more dramatic, and it just doesn't necessarily get there for me. Now, it's not a bad song, I still enjoy it, I still listen to it occasionally, but yeah, it's just not really one of my favorites. I feel like it needed to be even more extra, even more dramatic, even more sad to be more memorable, and it just doesn't totally get there for me. But again, it's not a bad song at all. I do love when she's like screaming like mama, like that part is so dramatic. I love screaming along to that part. So yeah, it's still a good song. It's just my least favorite of the one tier. Number 13 is We All Want Love. Sort of similar. I just never got enough from this song. I think that it's cute. It's a nice little sentiment. I mean, yeah, we all want love, but other than that, like, it's alright. Like, I don't know. I don't really see myself going to it a lot, which is funny because I usually love, like, kind of cornier songs like this. I feel like this is definitely the corniest song on the album, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. If I ever say a song is corny, that's actually a compliment coming from me. But, this one, I like it. Like, don't get me wrong. Again, it's just not really one that it doesn't, like, touch my soul, you know? Like, it doesn't get there enough for me. I don't know why it is. But it's still fine. Like, I still enjoy We All Want Love. I think the chorus is very catchy, and it has some really sweet songwriting in it. Definitely one, like, I could cry to, I just haven't. If I'm in the right mood, I feel like I would definitely cry to the song, but I just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe one day if I cry to it, it'll move up a little bit. But number 12 is Drunk on Love. There are so many songs with love in the title. I'm just realizing this right now. There's like there's 5 songs on this album that have love in the title. I feel like that is just the most like basic thing that's in like every pop song. Every pop song is about love, essentially. But the song, I really do enjoy the song a lot. I love the kind of like ambient production. I don't know, I just really like how the song like sounds. I just love the vibe of it. It gives me like kind of dark, like smoky room vibes. I don't know why, like that's just what I get from it. And Rihanna is serving such good vocals on this track. These might be her best vocals like on the whole album, especially in the chorus when she's just like, it's all that I need. Like when, like the delivery of that line, it's just so good. And I just love her like emotive performance. That's what it is. She is giving you full raw emotion on this song, and she just delivers it in such a convincing way. Like, you genuinely believe all of the lyrics that she's saying. And even though the whole like comparing love to alcohol thing has been definitely done before, I just really genuinely believe it coming from Rihanna. And also it makes sense for her because I feel like alcohol like kind of is a running theme in a lot of her music, so it just kind of like makes sense, especially like starting during this era. I mean, the We Found Love video was so controversial because of like the drinking and like the drugs and whatever, but yeah, like I do just think that this metaphor makes sense for Rihanna. Like, she has incorporated themes of like drinking and like alcohol like into her music, so it doesn't feel cliche coming from her, you know what I mean? She makes it sound natural, it makes sense coming from her, and I just think that she pulls it off so well. It's only lower on my ranking because I simply don't listen to it as much, but it's kind of sad because I feel like I always forget how good the song is until I listen to it again, and I'm just like, wait a minute, like why do I pay the song dust? Like, this is such a great song, but I just like the other ones better, that's all. Number 11 is Birthday Cake. I feel bad putting this above Drunk on Love, but whatever. Birthday Cake, this was just a little interlude. It got remixed with Chris Brown, and that was like a huge controversy back then. I remember people hated that version, but I'm just talking about the solo Rihanna version that is on Talk That Talk. I just really like the song. I don't know, it's just like silly little moment. It's a cute little interlude, sexy as hell, and it's just fun to sing along with. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. I love listening to it on my birthday. I love any song about birthday. Like, if there's a song that has birthday in the title, I just immediately like it better because I am so obnoxious about my birthday. Like, you can ask any of my friends, I literally am so obnoxious when my birthday comes around. I like start celebrating it 2 weeks early, and then I just like don't stop celebrating it until like months later. And everyone's just like, it's not your birthday, and I'm just like, well, in my mind it is. But yeah, so any song that has birthday in the title, I just immediately like it better. Birthday by Selena Gomez, bop. I love that song. I love that song so much. But Birthday Cake, this song is just so stupid in the best way. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's so like over the top, like sexy, to the point where it's just like, you're not even supposed to take it seriously, you know, because it is just so like ridiculous. And that's what I love about it. Like, this is just Rihanna going full like sex mode, totally over the top, and I love that. Like, what is there to not love about a totally unsubtle, like in your face sex song? And the fact that it's literally a minute and a half, I actually think that works in its favor. Like, I think that it makes it better, it makes it stronger, because it's just this little tiny moment in the middle of the album that is about her singing about how you want to eat her cake. Like, I just think that that makes it very memorable. I don't know. I think that this is just a very, like, funny moment for this album. And it just kind of, like, contributes to the overall vibe of Talk That Talk, where it was Rihanna being, like, this bad bitch. And I just love that. I don't know. I just really enjoy Birthday Cake. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I feel like most people don't like the remix. I feel like the actual just solo version people like just fine. But yeah, this one is definitely one of the more controversial ones because of the remix. But that one, I don't listen to it. I just listen to this version. And yeah, I love it. I love Birthday Cake. This is just such a bop. What's everyone's favorite birthday cakes? I'm a funfetti girly. I love a good funfetti cake, confetti, whatever. Like with the sprinkles in it. Chocolate, I'm not like that into. It's like too rich. Vanilla, you know, I'm basic. I like a good vanilla. Red velvet is alright. I don't know. It's like the same as chocolate to me. I should stop talking about cake. I'll be here all day. Number 10 is red lipstick, the precursor to Fenty Beauty. She was really teasing out what she was going to be doing with this one. Red lipstick, again, this is just like a bad bitch song. You listen to it and you just feel so in control. I love her voice in this song. I feel like she's giving like a deeper, like more huskier delivery in it, and it just works so well. Like, she just sounds like she is so in control, and the production is so like dark and like ominous sounding and like swirly. I don't know, like I don't know what swirly is supposed to mean. It's like dubsteppy, I guess. I saw a comment that said that it sounded like something from Rated R. And I could totally see that. I could see the song being on Rated R, because it does have sort of like that dark and like kind of ominous presence and like ambiance to it. But I just love how the song is Rihanna literally saying like, I do not give a shit about what anyone thinks of me. Like, I am gonna be doing my thing. I'm gonna be having sex in public. Like, I'm gonna be, or like doing drugs in public, or whatever the song is like really supposed to be about. I just love that. Like, this is such a quintessential Rihanna song, because it literally is just her being like the I don't give a fuck queen. Like, that is what she is. Rihanna is the queen of not giving a fuck. And that is what this song basically embodies. I just love it so much. My favorite part is when she's like, let me grab my dick while you sit on top. Like, yes, Rihanna. Oh my god, I love that. I just love this song so much. This is such a fun song. I feel like this is a pretty underrated cut. I think that it was a bonus track. So yeah, I don't know if like a lot of people know about it, but it's really a good one. I think that this is definitely one worth seeking out if you haven't heard it in a while, or if you've just never listened to it. Number 9 is Do Ya Thang. This song is so much fun. I just think that it has such a catchy melody, especially in the chorus, and it's just like a nice, like breezy track to sing along with. I love the synthy production so much. It's very like electronic. It almost gives me like 80s vibes. And Rihanna just sells it. I just feel like Rihanna's voice suits literally any production style. And this one, it's a little bit more electronic, and she just fits that so well. Like, her voice just really does go with any genre. It's crazy. But really, I just think that the song is so insanely catchy. Like, it is an earworm. You cannot get the chorus out of your head. I just love the whole, like, I know you like being around chicks and looking at her hips. Like, it is so catchy. How can you not get that out of your head? I just love it. This song is such a bop. Number 8 is Cockiness. Love it. This is like one of Rihanna's most ridiculous songs, and I love it. Literally, I love it. I just think this song is so like insane in the best way. It's so memorable, and I just love how there's so much going on in it. Like, there's just so many individual parts of this that make it so crazy. I just really enjoy how it's kind of a mixture of like dubstep and like dancehall a little bit, and the way that those two kind of like blend together, it just works. Like, it honestly just works. And there's so many quotable lines in this song. There are so many quotable lines. I mean, right off the bat, she's like, suck my cockiness, lick my persuasion. It's so good. The first time I heard the song, I was so floored. I was just like, oh my god, like, she's telling you to suck her cock. I love it. And then, like, there's just so many parts. Like, I love, they mad at Rihanna's game, taking over your empire. She may be the queen of hearts, but I'm gonna be the queen of your body parts. So good. And then I love, no one can do you the way that I do. Boy, I want you. And it just, like, goes on for, like, 10 minutes. It's so good. Like, this song is so crazy. Oh, when she's like, I want you to be my sex slave, anything that I desire. Oh my god, I love that line. I just love how upfront she is about that. Like, there's no metaphor for that part. Like, she just wants you to be her sex slave. I would totally be Rihanna's sex slave. Like, honestly, she wouldn't even have to pay me for that. Like, I wouldn't mind. Like, she could put me on a dog collar, like, do whatever she wants. That's fine. Like, I would 1000% be down for that. Yeah, I love the song if that wasn't obvious. It's just so, like, brash and abrasive and obnoxious, and I cannot help but love it. Like, the horns that are in the background, like the crazy production, the sample of like the like everything about it is just so ridiculous in the best possible way. Like, this is just such a memorable track, and the fact that Birthday Cake comes like right after it or right before it, I forget. I think it's right after this, but I don't know. It's just the fact that she put those two songs together, like, crazy. Like, who else would do that? Who else would have those two songs next to each other on an album, like a mainstream album like this? I don't know. I just love it. Like, that just shows you how little of a fuck Rihanna gives. So good, just so good. Number 7 is Where Have You Been? I actually didn't like love this song when it first came out. It's not that I didn't like it, I just kind of felt nothing about it. Because to me, like, my thought back then was like, it was just kind of a generic dance track that was a dime a dozen in 2011, you know? Like, I just didn't really see what made this necessarily that special. But as time has gone on, like, it definitely has grown on me, and I've learned to like really appreciate it a lot more. I love just like her pretty vocals in the beginning with like that little string instrument going in the background, and like that part just sounds like so gorgeous, and the way the song just gradually builds from there and keeps getting bigger and bigger until you get to that very 2011 chorus of like the, you know, electronic drop. Like, it's just a really, really good dance track. I think I like the song a lot more now because they always play this in clubs, and like it never fails to get a response. Like, it never fails to make me dance. I don't know, it just does its job as a dance track so flawlessly. Like, this is just a great dance track. And I love the drama of it. Like, she really is, like, giving you vocals, especially in the bridge where she's like, you can have me all you want. Like, that part is so good. Like, she is giving you vocals, and there's just, like, so much drama in the song. I really love it. Like, I just love how she's saying, like, I've been everywhere looking for someone who could please me, love me all night long. Like, she is looking for love. She is on the lookout. And yeah, I mean, this song, it just has like the right amount of like drama, desperation, and fun electronic production and danciness. Like, this really is such a quintessential 2011 song, and that's why I like it. I feel like back then, maybe it kind of blended in with a lot of the other dance tracks that were coming out, but as time has gone on, I feel like this one actually has like stood the test of time. This is still one that just goes off, and I still definitely enjoy it. Number 6, I have to say, from like starting at number 6 to number 1, these are the songs that like I really, really love. Like I said, Talk That Talk isn't necessarily my favorite Rihanna album, but the top 6 are definitely among some of my favorites by her. So number 6 is Rock Me Out. This is just like a straight rock banger. Like, this is such a fun rock song. I love when Rihanna goes rock. When she goes rock, like, the girls need to watch out. Like, she does rock like no other pop girly does. Like, I will say it. Like, it's not like she often does rock, but when she does, she just like kills it. Like Rockstar 101, or If I Never See Your Face Again, or like Desperado. Like, I don't know, I just feel like she really just has a tone that suits that genre really well. And Rock Me Out, I feel like it's definitely a blend of like rock and pop, but it just works so well. I just love how horny she is on this song. Like, this is such a horny bop. Like, she is saying, rock me out on the floor. Like, she just wants to get fucked. Like, if there's anything about Talk That Talk, like, if there's one takeaway, like, Rihanna wants to get fucked, and I just love that. Like, I relate. I definitely see Rihanna on that page. But, yeah, Rock Me Out, this song just has such a massive chorus, and I love it. Like, I love how it starts with the chorus. I just think that it's so grand. It's so, like, epic sounding. And it is definitely like the centerpiece of the song. I will say, like, the chorus definitely overshadows the rest of the song, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I love like the early 2010s when it was just all about that huge chorus. And that was definitely like the dominant thing in pop music, was just really focusing on having a huge hook. And that's what Rihanna, like, really, I don't want to say pioneered, but like, she really was like the artist that did that. Like, she was definitely the biggest example of like just having that huge like earworm chorus, and that's what this song does really well. I just think that it is so catchy. And as far as the verses go, I mean, the verses are good too, but you know, that's like not really why I'm listening to the song. I am listening for that huge chorus, and also the pre-chorus when she's like, I've been a bad girl, daddy, won't you come get me? It is so good. Like, this song is so horny, it's so catchy, I just love it. Like, this is definitely like early 2010s like pop perfection. And speaking of, number 5 is Talk That Talk, the title track. This is, I always lump this one in with Rock Me Out because they both give me similar vibes. They're both kind of like rocky, they're very like bad bitch, like anthemic sounding. That's what it is. They're very anthemic, they're very grand sounding. They sound like a statement, like Rihanna is here. And this one I like just a tiny little bit better than Rock Me Out. They're essentially tied to me though. But I just really love, again, the chorus in the song. The chorus is so good. Like, I love the whole 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like, it's just really fun to sing along with. I also love Jay-Z's verse. His verse is really good. I love how he like starts off the song. He's kind of like the like appetizer to Rihanna. Like, the way that I think about it, like, he's sort of like the opening act, and then Rihanna comes in and she just like slays as usual. This song is just such a good title track because it really does summarize the whole vibe of this album. Like, this was Rihanna being at the top of her game and just not giving a shit and just really owning it and owning the fact that she is that girl. I just really, again, love how grand the song sounds. It just really does sound like a statement. Like, this would be such a good comeback single. I feel like this would definitely be like such a good way to like kick off an album era, which I don't think, no, this was a single. I'm pretty sure this was a single, but it didn't really like, I don't remember it getting that much radio play, which is sad. But it was probably overshadowed by the other singles. That's probably what happened. But yeah, this song is just so great. I just think that this is such a definitive, like, I am here, I am that bitch song. And for that reason, that is just why I love it so much. Number 4 is You Da One. I love this song. This song is like joy incarnate. It really just like brings me back because I think I was in like middle school. I don't know, it was 2011, and I think it was in middle school when this song came out. And I don't know, it just like reminds me of like a time, you know? But I like honestly kind of underrated the song for a long time. I kind of forgot that it existed for like a while. I feel like it was so overshadowed by We Found Love that like it kind of got lost in the fray. Not that people didn't like listen to it obviously, but it definitely was like kind of eaten up by the other like bigger single. But You Don't Want, like, this song is just so like sunny and like bright and happy. I love how Rihanna usually has at least like one song on all of her albums that does have like the dancehall and like reggae influence that was mostly like all over her first 2 albums, but she sort of like semi moved away from that. Not that she like totally did, but I would love like a whole dancehall album from Rihanna. I was like hearing rumors that R9 was gonna be like half dancehall, half like straight up pop or something. I don't know. Are we ever getting R9? Who knows? But I would love that. Like, I would just think that that would be so good. I would love like a full-on dancehall album from her. If it was all like this song, I would love that. Like, I could use a whole album of just You Da One. Like, this song, again, like, it just gives me, like, sunny, tropical day. Like, I love, like, in the summer when I'm just, like, lying by the pool and just, like, feeling the sun on me and, like, blasting the song. It's a vibe. Like, it is just a vibe. And also, again, like, I keep saying it, but the song is an earworm. Like, it really is just so insanely catchy. No one does a hook like Rihanna. Like, seriously, nobody has the hooks that Rihanna has. Like, very few pop artists do a hook as well as she does. And this one, again, like, you just have that huge chorus that just stays in your head. Like, it is just so good. This song really is pop perfection. And I feel bad because I feel like it's not that it's necessarily not remembered or like not played anymore. I just feel like it should get more recognition. I don't know. I don't want to call it necessarily underrated, but I feel like it needs more. Like it needs more attention. Like this song really is just so much fun. Okay, now the top three. The top three are like actually some of my all-time favorite Rihanna songs. So number 3 is Farewell. This like might be my favorite ballad by her. I don't know, like I need to think about that, but this is like definitely like top 3 at the very least. Farewell, the song is gorgeous. The song is so beautiful, and it's so like heartfelt and emotional, and it just feels very sincere. I just love a good song that's basically saying, you know, you have to go, and I don't want to, you know, keep you here because I know that you would be better off wherever you're going, but someone's gonna miss you, like she's saying in the song, like somebody is gonna miss you. And it's just so sweet. Like I love a good song like that. It reminds me of Butterfly by Mariah Carey. Like it's very in that vein, but not like sonically, but just like theme wise and like songwriting wise. This song is just so like emotional. Like this is an emotional gut punch, and it works really well because it's near the end of the track listing, if we're not counting the bonus tracks anyways. But it definitely works as like a really good closing moment because, I mean, obviously it's called Farewell, but also it's just like a grand finale. It just feels like a grand finale. And she is giving you such good vocals on this one, especially when she's just like belting out like the farewell. Like it's just so like big sounding, and it really does just sound like a huge send off. I love it so much. I have cried to this song a lot, like a lot. And it's funny, I feel like I've never like come across this situation, like knock wood, but like I've never had a time where like somebody that like was close to me had to move away or something. So it's not even like I necessarily have related to the song, but it's still just one that gets me, you know, like, and I guess you could also relate it to like maybe someone who passes away or someone who, I don't know, like goes to a different school. I don't know, like you could apply it to a lot is what I'm saying. And I think for that reason, it just like really strikes a chord with me, even though I've never necessarily like had a situation that's exactly like the one that she described in the song. But yeah, this is definitely one I've cried to. It's one that when it comes on in the car, like it has to go full blast. Absolutely. I have totally lost my hearing to the song, but that's okay. It's just one of my all-time favorite Rihanna songs. I feel like if I had to like give a guess, it would be like a top 30 comfortably of my all-time favorites by her. Number 2 is Watch and Learn. This one is just a bop. Like, this one is just, like, straight up a bop. Like, this is, I like this one basically for the exact opposite reasons of Farewell. Like, this one is just so insanely catchy. It is so energetic. Like, I feel like this song just starts and it just doesn't, like, stop. Like, it's relentless. Like, it's another one that just shows, like, the knack for hooks that Rihanna has. Especially the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is my favorite part of the song. Just the whole, like, I'ma do it on the bed, on the floor, on the couch, only cause your lips are making to my mouth. Like, it's just so good. It's like, oh, and also just like the whole, just because I can't kiss back doesn't mean I can't kiss that. Like, it's just so, like, sexual, and I love it. Like, this song is so, again, just like horny, and I love a horny bop. Like, this entire song is basically her telling her man, like, how she wants to be loved. Like, I love that. Like, sometimes you just gotta explain it to someone. Sometimes you just gotta let them watch and learn. Like, I love that. Rihanna is just out here educating these men. Like, they need it. They need the education. But, yeah, I just love, again, how this song is very dancehall influenced. I love how it's produced. Like, I just love how, like, the synths kick in during the pre-chorus, and then you have, like, the drums and, like, the percussion and the backgrounds. Like, it just is a very, like, rich song. I feel like the song is just produced very well. And, to me, like, this is a centerpiece of the album. Like, I really do think it is that good. I just so love it. Like, I just go back to this one a lot. It's on my lit playlist. It's also on my chill playlist. I feel like it's both. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could chill out to the song, but you could also dance to it. I don't know. It just, like, has that vibe where it's not, like, necessarily one you need to dance to, but it's one that you can dance to. I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm even making any sense, but yeah, Watch and Learn, this is definitely one of her most underrated songs. I just absolutely adore it. And finally, number 1 is We Found Love. There should be no, like, surprise here. We Found Love is just, like, so clearly the winner of this album, in my opinion. And again, like, don't get me wrong, I love Talk That Talk, but We Found Love is just absolutely, like, the one. Like, this was the moment when this song came out. Like, this was a revolution. Like, this was one of the most, like, significant releases of the 2010s. Like, I'll die on that hill. This was, like, the one that really kicked off the whole, like, EDM craze. and it was just such a moment. And like the video too, like the video was so iconic. All the mothers were clutching their pearls. It was so scandalous back then. But yeah, we found love the song. It holds up. Like, I just think that this is still a dance pop banger, and it still gets played at clubs. I still lose my mind to it. It has not lost that spark. Like, it just has not lost the magic that it first had. It just felt like this song was something different. Like, it really did just usher in the new era of dance music. And it's just like so good. Like, it's so euphoric. Like, just the music like overtakes you in this song. Like, this is one of those songs that you just lose yourself in. And again, Rihanna's voice just suits it so well. Like, I honestly like can't even imagine anyone else singing this song. Like, her voice and like her charisma in the song just like adds so much to it. I really just genuinely can't picture anyone else singing it. But yeah, it is just pop perfection. I've said it a million times, but the song really is pop perfection. What else do I even need to say about it? Like, this is a classic. Like, this is a stone cold classic. Like, if you haven't at least at one point in your life gotten a little bit tipsy and then danced to the song like a damn fool, like, you have just not experienced life. You have not experienced life if you have not had that experience. The song seriously is like touching nirvana. This is the closest that you could get to experiencing heaven on earth, seriously. So that is my ranking for Talk That Talk. I don't know why, again, like, I just don't know why I was in the mood to do this album specifically, because it's really not one of my favorite Rihanna albums. I do love it, but it's just, I wouldn't rank it above, like, my holy trinity is Good Girl Gone Bad, Loud, and Rated R. Those three are like my set favorites. And then, I mean, I like Anti better than this album. I like Unapologetic a little bit better than this album. To me, I always kind of figured that they were kind of tied. But and on certain days, like, I don't necessarily like her first two albums more than this one, but I feel like they're tied. I don't know. I know that's kind of heresy to say because a lot of people don't like her first two albums. I love them, but it kind of depends on like my mood. Sometimes I actually do like them better than this one. But yeah, Talk That Talk is still a great album. There were so many iconic singles from it, and it was definitely a big moment for Rihanna's career. I just feel like maybe some of the deep cuts I don't necessarily go back to quite as much as like the other deep cuts in her other albums. Like, I don't really think it's her strongest offering, but I do think like the gems that are here are really gems. Like, they are really great. And like, definitely the top 6, I would say, is some of my favorite Rihanna songs, and definitely the top 3. The top 3 is just like some of my all-time favorites. But yeah, I still love Talk That Talk, and I enjoy doing another Rihanna ranking. I definitely want to get around to all of her albums one day. I love Rihanna so much. But let me know what your guys' ranking of this album will be, and I will see you in the next one.